Okay, hello everyone, welcome. We're just going to start in 60 seconds. All right. Perfect. So if you're getting my audio and video, just give me a hello in the comments box. Hi, Avinash. Okay. Hello, Kiran Preet. All right. Hi, Gayatri, Sardani. Good morning, everyone. So I'll just quickly tell you what this session is about, what happens here. So this is another guided newspaper practice article. We do it every day at 11 a.m. And the objective of this session is to ensure that your English improves from a fundamental level. Okay, so we do 4 rounds. The first round is going to be like warm up. So I go through the entire article. You just have to listen. Okay, and as you listen, you will consume English through your ears. It will hit your mind. Plus, you will try to guess the meaning of certain words that you don't understand. Okay, so that's what you'll do. The second round will be reading. So this time I'll go faster. You're going to use your eyes to very quickly read through the entire text. But this time I will also explain the meaning. Okay. The third round will be guided speaking. So I will take one particular paragraph, go slow. The aim here is to practice your tone. So how you will vary your tone up and down and express yourself. Okay. And the last round will be writing. So you will express your opinion and you will give me sentences out of the new words that we learned. Okay. So good morning, everyone. Avinash, Kiran, Preet, Sardani, Gayatri, Suraj, Saurabh, Azhar, Sadhna, Utkarsh, yeah, Meet. Good morning. Okay. Okay, let's begin. So this is a very interesting article about rock music as to how some bands, some rock bands become very popular at a particular time and then they fade away. Okay. And this particular author says that they were really ahead of their time probably. Okay, that people could not appreciate them. So they became popular for some time, but then they faded away. They never really became a trend or a cult. Okay. Hi, Jyoti. So let's start. This is a very interesting and slightly advanced article. Very good words, especially related to music. So all those who are really fond of music will really like this. Okay, let's start. Music to drench your life's dreams on. Dreams with, sorry. So what do you mean by the word drench? Any idea? What do you mean by the word drench? Okay, tell me on the comments box. Now, let's start. Sometimes you rediscover near forgotten bands. So by bands, it means rock bands in the strangest of ways. Last week, while watching Kodachrome, a dramatized film based on a New York Times story about a small film processing shop, what's the specialty of the shop? It is that which would become the last place to develop Kodak's iconic color transparency film. Okay, I found myself rewinding to the late 1980s to listen to a band that was short-lived but also immensely influential as a trendsetter. What do you mean by the word trendsetter? Very nice sentence. Okay, so last week he was watching this movie about the shop, and this was going to be the last place where the Kodak's iconic color transparency film was developed. So this particular person found himself rewinding to the old 1980s, okay, to listen to a band that was short-lived but also immensely influential as a trendsetter. So lots of good words: immense, influential, trendsetter. Okay, now let's move ahead. Kodachrome is a moving film. What do you mean by moving? Okay, a moving film. What are we moving here? Okay, by Mark Rasso about an estranged son, Jason Sudeikis, and his terminally ill photographer, Father Ed Harris. Okay, and their road trip to a Kansas town where they want to get their latter's last film roles developed before the photograph shop stops Kodachrome processing. Okay, so what's happening here is this is about the movie we are talking about. In the second round, I'll go into the details. The son is a record label executive, and in the course of the movie, what do you mean by course of the movie? Okay, and in the course of the movie, we also discover his eclectic taste in music. Very nice word again, advanced vocab. Eclectic taste in music, including a song by the band Galaxy 500. Okay, slightly difficult, but we will get to the meaning in the second round. Okay, just try to listen, that's all. Now, The original 2010 story, written incidentally by A.G. Sulzberger, who is now the publisher of New York Times, forms the factual backdrop. Factual backdrop, what do you mean by backdrop? Think about it. For the fictionalized film, whose soundtrack, full of songs by film composer Agatha Casper, includes one by Galaxy 500. Okay, so about the movie, Melt Away. It's short and simple lyrics. What do you mean by the word lyrics? Very easy. I'm sure all of you know this. What do you mean by the word lyrics? It's short and simple lyrics, good, delivered in a soft, high pitch by frontman and guitarist Dean Wareham and dreamy hallucinogenic music. What do you mean by hallucinogenic? Okay, so hallucinogenic means dreamy. We'll get into that. Okay, languorous guitar riffs laid over a flourish-free but well-crafted bed of rhythm created by drummer Damon Krukowski and bassist Naomi Young. Okay, very difficult words here. Okay, typifies Galaxy 500's genre, which would come to be named dream pop. Okay, so this entire combination would be come to be termed as dream pop. Okay, now that pigeonhole, any idea of the meaning? Pigeonhole. Good. Jairam, Sam, Kiranpreet, Joby, Adnan, Utkarsh, Jyoti. Good, Jyoti. That pigeonhole, any idea? Pigeonhole. That pigeonhole doesn't do justice to the band's music. Okay. Formed in 1987, while the three friends were at Harvard University, Galaxy 500 lasted till 1991. Okay, 87 to 91, short lived. Okay, released just 3 albums and were largely overlooked by the music scene of their times, which was a shame. Okay, what do you mean by which was a shame? Any idea of this term? Which was a shame, but probably also inevitable. It is a shame, but probably also inevitable. What do you mean by this phrase and what do you mean by inevitable? Hello, Janvi. Welcome. Hi, Gagandeep. Yeah. Tell me. Some excellent words here, but pretty advanced today. Okay. All right. All right. So I know this was slightly difficult. How much did you understand of the passage? Can you give me a number? 50%, 60%, 70%? How much did you understand? Guilty. Okay. Good attempt, Jairam. Okay, Aishu. Okay. Okay. How much did you understand? But difficult, right? Okay. No worries. Now, what we'll do is we'll go back to the top, and this time we are going to know the meaning of it. Okay. So all of you who are giving me 50, 60%, let's take it to 100 now. Okay. Let's go back to the top. Now, sometimes you rediscover near forgotten bands in the strangest of ways, which means that there are many rock bands that people have forgotten about. Okay. But you kind of rediscover them. You suddenly run into them in very strange ways. What are they? Let's see. So last week, now the author is saying how he discovered this band, old band, okay, Galaxy 500. How did he discover it? Okay. Last week, while watching Kodachrome, which is the name of the movie, a dramatized film based on a New York Times story, okay, about a small film processing shop. Okay, so remember in the olden times you had a little film that you had to give it to a shop and then they'll process it into these pictures for you, hard copies. Okay, so something like that, a dramatized film based on a New York Times story about a small film processing shop, a small shop which would become the last place to develop Kodak's iconic color transparency film. Okay, so that the movie is about this little shop which was the last one to do so. Okay, so when this author saw that movie, I found myself. So he's saying he found himself rewinding to the late 1980s, okay, to listen to a band that was short lived. So only from 87 to 91, but also immensely influential. What do you mean by influential? It created an impact on somebody's life, right? Immensely means large impact. Now, as what? Impact as a trendsetter. What do you mean by trendsetter? Some new trend began. Okay, some people's habits changed, people's liking changed. Okay, so they are the ones who started it. Okay, so trendsetter, they are setting a trend. Easy? Yes or no? Clear? Just type clear on the box if you understood. Just keep communicating with me if you understood or not. Okay. Let's take all the 60, 70, 80s all the way up to 100. Okay. Now, Kodachrome is a moving film. What do you mean by moving film? Moving film means something that affects you emotionally. Okay, when you say that I was moved by the speech, which means that you were positively influenced, of course, but it really hit you emotionally. Okay, so that's why you say it's moving. Okay, Kodachrome is a moving film by Mark Russo about an estranged son. Now, what do you mean by estranged? Estranged is basically someone who does not live together anymore. This relationship is not as it was earlier. Okay, so estranged son means the son is probably not living with the father anymore, and they have had their fights and so on. Okay, and his terminally ill photographer father. What do you mean by terminally ill? Terminally ill means probably the father has a dreaded disease, okay, and which cannot be cured. All right. So this movie is about these two. One is about the son, and another is about the photographer father and their road trip to a Kansas town where they want to get the latter's last film rolls developed before the photograph shop stops Kodachrome processing. So both of them go on a road trip to get that little film processed. Okay, the son is a record label executive. Okay, and in the course of the movie, so as the movie progresses, we also discover his eclectic taste in music. Eclectic means diverse, broad. Okay, so probably he likes Indian, and then he likes European, he also likes American, so diverse. Okay, including a song by the band Galaxy 500. So he also likes a song by this particular band. Okay, now moving on, let's see. The original 2010 story, written incidentally by A.G. Berger, who is now the publisher of New York Times, forms the factual backdrop. What do you mean by factual backdrop? Backdrop means the background. Okay, so this particular story, which is written by this person, forms the factual. So you would notice that in many movies, you don't start right from scratch, right? There are some facts that are already given to you, saying that this is a particular person who he grew up here and this was his life, and then the movie begins. Okay, so that is the factual backdrop. For the fictionalized film, not real, it's fiction. Okay, whose soundtrack full of songs by composer Agatha Casper includes one by Galaxy 500. So this movie also included a song. Okay, it's short and simple lyrics. So lyrics is basically the wording of a song, right? So every song has words. So those words are called lyrics, delivered in a soft high pitch. Okay, by frontman and guitarist Dean Wareham, and dreamy hallucinogenic music. Hallucinogenic music means the music is such that it kind of takes you to a dreamland kind of a situation where you are hallucinating, which means that you are able to see stuff in front of your eyes, exaggerating, of course, but the music is that kind. Okay, slow and dreamy, that kind. Okay, where you are able to kind of picturize stuff in front of you. That's what it means. Okay, languorous guitar riffs laid over a flourish free. What do you mean by languorous? Very nice word. Languorous means a state of being tired and lazy, but in a positive way. As in, say you have taken a holiday. Okay, so you would say that it has been a languorous day today. Maybe you've just chilled at the beach and you've not done anything. Okay, that's languorous. Is it clear? Is the word clear? Very nice word, languorous. Okay, no. Mesmerizing, Nishank, is different. Mesmerizing means you've been fascinated by something. Hallucinogenic means it's all dreamy. Okay, that's different. Okay, now languorous guitar riffs. What do you mean by riffs? So you would see that in most of the songs, tell me, give me a yes, no, if you've noticed this, that whenever a song is played, there are 2-3 phrases that keep repeating. Okay, like say rock on song. Have you heard of the song? So it says rock on, and then there are different words, and then again you get rock on that keeps coming 2-3 times. Yes, those are called riffs. Okay, now laid over a flourish free but well crafted bed of rhythm. Okay, created by drummer Damon Krukowski and bassist Naomi Young, typifies Galaxy 500's genre. Okay, which would come to be named dream pop. So this is their style. Genre is basically their theme. Okay, their category. That's what they do. Genre. Okay, don't say genre. It's genre. Okay, fine. Just repeat after me. Just type yes if you did it after me. Genre. Okay, Zhenra. Genre. Okay. Now that pigeonhole doesn't do justice to the band's music. Now this is a very nice word. Pigeonhole. Pigeonhole means something restrictive, some restrictive segment. All right. Now say for example you are working in the head office of your company. Okay, and okay, not you. One friend of yours is working in the head office of a company. All right. And then he does some mistake and he is transferred to some small unit somewhere in some corner. Okay. So then he would say, I've been transferred to this pigeonhole, which means a restrictive small segment. It's something restrictive in nature. So this author says that if you give the name Dream Pop to this particular rock band, then it's a pigeonhole. You're restricting it. They're much better. So that pigeonhole doesn't do justice to the band's music. Formed in 1987, while the three friends were at Harvard University, Galaxy 500 lasted till 1991. Okay, they released just 3 albums. They just did 3 and were largely overlooked. What do you mean by overlooked? They were not paid attention to. Okay, by the music scene of their times. All right, which was a shame. Now, a very nice phrase. If you say which was a shame, it means which was unfortunate. It was unfortunate. Okay. Now, say for example, someone has appeared for IELTS and they get a score of 8, 8, 8, and then in one section they get 5, for example. Okay. Then you can actually respond and say, ah, that's a shame. Now, you're not saying that you should be ashamed. You're not saying that you should be embarrassed. It just means, ah, that's unfortunate. Okay. It's so close. Ah, it's a shame. Ah, it's a pity. Which means that, oh, you were so close to your score. Okay. So it's sad and unfortunate. That is what it means. So it does not mean you should feel shameful about it. Okay. So which was a shame means which was unfortunate, but probably also inevitable. Inevitable means something that is not avoidable. Okay. So back then you could not have avoided it because probably people were not ready for it yet. People did not know how to appreciate it. Okay. So that's the meaning of this particular phrase. Very nice language. Okay. That's why I really like this newspaper, Livemint. Okay. I'm a big fan of this particular website purely because of this reason. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All of us kind of now learned the entire article. Now what we're going to do is I want you to express your opinion. Tell me, what do you think about such situations where a rock band or some kind of music artist becomes really popular and then fades away and then you don't know what happened to him or her? What do you think of such talent? Do you think older participants in a particular industry should regularly be given opportunities? Like just some random example, say Sonu Nigam. Okay, he was a star a few years ago, right? Maybe 10 years earlier. He was coming out with a lot of songs, but suddenly you don't hear much about him, right? So what happened to such singers? Okay, just an example. It can also be the case with some really good movie actor. Okay, that they really rose up, but then now you don't know what happened to them. Okay, so what's your opinion on it? That's my question. So one opinion could be that people should not take their place for granted. Nothing is certain. One should always keep working hard and keep updating themselves. Okay, another opinion can be that the creative industry is brutal and it's not just about talent, it's also about knowing the right people. Okay, that can be one argument that you come up with. Okay, you can use the buzzword nowadays, nepotism. Okay, you can use the buzzword to create your opinion, but it's all about expressing your opinion. Okay, nobody's going to say your opinion is wrong, nobody's going to pinpoint you at you like that. Yeah, very good. Meet, so they say, Meet says they could not level up. Very good, very good, excellent, good. Okay, they are under the shoes of the new one. Okay, so you're saying that new bands kind of overshadowed them. That's what you're saying, Jaira. Okay, Kiran Preet, very good. I think it is dependent on the audience's taste. Okay, the audience did not like it. Simple. Okay, you can be good in the absolute sense. You can be good, but the audience does not like that. Okay, so you cannot say, "See, I play such good music," if the audience does not really appreciate. Very good, Kiran Preet. Excellent perspectives coming in. Very nice. Okay. Others, come on. I know it's slightly difficult to form an opinion immediately, but just go ahead. Just tell me whatever you feel. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think once a legend, always a legend. They should always be given a chance. Good talent should be nurtured over time. Very nice. Okay. Gagandeep says people just follow renowned artists. Good artists, good word there, which are famous in the contemporary era. Very nice. Yes. So people like variety, right? People want to change. They don't like to follow only one singer. They don't like to watch a movie of just one actor. People like variety. You have to give them that. Okay. Newcomers are replacing the old ones. Gayatri, that's what you're saying. Okay, good. Sam is saying, I believe there should be a mix. Very nice. Good ones coming up. Okay, so now as you type your opinion, Let's slowly start doing the next bit as well, and that is about our speaking exercise. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to talk about the movie itself. Okay, this one. We are going to talk about this and a little bit from the second paragraph. Okay, so let's start with this one. All right. Okay, I'm going to read 2 to 3 sentences, 2 3 words at a time. Don't be in a hurry to read, and don't read it in a dull voice. Don't say Kodachrome is a moving film by Mark Russo about an estranged son and his terminally ill photographer father. Don't do it like that. You should vary your voice. Okay, let's begin. Good. Sadhani, Avinash, Janvi, Aishu, Meet. Okay, let's begin. Good. Good opinions again coming in. Okay, now let's start. Kodachrome is a moving film. Okay, so you have to punch moving, is a moving film by Mark Russo about an estranged son, about an estranged son and his terminally ill photographer father, and his terminally ill photographer father. Repeat after me. And their road trip to a Kansas town. Let's repeat. Where they want to get the latter's last film roles. Punch last because it's a kind of an extreme word. Last film roles. Film, don't say film, film roles developed before the photograph shop stops Kodachrome processing. Voice down at the end. Stops Kodachrome processing. The son is a record label executive and in the course of the movie, repeat, in the course of the movie, we also discover his eclectic taste in music, including a song by the band Galaxy 500. Okay, I hope all of you are doing it. Fine, one more sentence now. The original 2010 story, written incidentally by A.G. Sulzberger, written incidentally by A.G. Sulzberger, you have to pause at the right places, who is now the publisher of NYT, punch now, who is now the publisher of NYT, forms the factual backdrop for the fictionalized film, whose soundtrack, repeat, full of songs by film composer Agatha Casper, includes one by Galaxy 500, Melt Away. Tone down at the end. Melt Away. All of you did it? Just type did it on the comments box if you all did it with me together. Just type did it if you did it all the way with me. Yeah? Okay. All right, very good. Okay, so now, good job. Adnan, Kiranpreet, Aishu, Gagandeep, Utkarsh, Darshan, Gayatri. Good. Suraj, Jairam. Good. Avinash, Janvi, Jobi. Very good. Very good. Okay, lovely. Good, Preeti, Sam. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do your favorite exercise of vocab building. Okay, so here is the word. The first one for you is coming up. Languorous. Languorous means to be tired, to be lazy, okay, but in a positive way. So say for example you've taken a holiday, okay, so that can be termed with the word languorous. Okay, it was a languorous day as I spent then spent the whole time in the beach. Okay, languorous day, I just relaxed, I did nothing, maybe just read a book, so that's called languorous. So your day can be languorous. You can say the my mornings are usually languorous because I sleep late at night, but I pick up work from the afternoon. Okay, which means that in the morning you're a bit tired, a bit lazy, you're just relaxing a bit. Okay, that's called languorous. Today is a languorous day for you, Adnan. Okay, good. Maybe because it's a Sunday. Okay. Others, go ahead. Languorous. Very nice word, right? You can easily use it in different applications. Okay. Okay. Sundays were languorous. That's very good. Sundays are usually languorous. Okay. What do you do on the weekend? Well, weekends are usually languorous. I pick up a book and try to read something. Otherwise, I try to catch up on some web series. Languorous. But don't say I feel languorous. Just say the days are languorous. So you have to attach it to something. Usually, it's not used with a feeling. Okay. You can say the days are languorous, weekends are languorous, mornings are languorous. You can, the holidays can be languorous. Okay, so you have to attach it to something. Okay, now the next one, today we are going to do all difficult words. Pigeonhole. Pigeonhole. Yeah, you can in fact say some AR Rahman songs are languorous. Okay, so they kind of make you lazy and relaxed and peaceful. Okay, fine. Next, pigeonhole. Pigeonhole means something that is now restrictive. Okay, so if you say that I was transferred from the main, say, operations department to some ABC small department, then you can say that I was transferred to this pigeonhole. Okay, which means it is restrictive now. I can't do anything here. It's like a pigeonhole. Okay, pigeonhole. It's very interesting. Very good word here. Okay, when I was in school, it made me feel that I am in a pigeonhole. Okay, acceptable. What else? Please don't get in pigeonhole area. No, it's not literally pigeon's hole. It is an idiomatic phrase. Okay, it means that you have to associate something and say that is a pigeonhole because it is restrictive. It does not allow me to move freely, think freely, work freely. Okay, think of it that way. So say for example, when you were in school, you were in this bustling section, and then because then your teacher thought that there is too much noise here. So if they shifted you some other small section, okay, section D or E, okay, where there are only a very few students, then you will say, hey, I got transferred to this pigeonhole. Okay, okay, very good, Aishu. That's a nice figurative language. Lockdown is a pigeonhole, makes sense, but you have to elaborate it a little bit more. Ah, beautiful. Tej Singh, COVID-19 has created a psychological pigeonhole for everyone. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Excellent, excellent. Good, good. Okay. Now we will do this phrase, which was a shame. Now you need not say which was a shame. You can say it is. It is a shame. It is a pity. For example, I will say it's a shame that MS Dhoni could not retire from a cricket ground. Okay, it's unfortunate. It's okay. That's the phrase. It's not that it is shameful. It is not that it is embarrassing. It's not that meaning. Okay, something that is unfortunate. I wish it could have been different. Okay, so it's that kind of a phrase. So it's like saying, Now, due to the lockdown, say your brother or sister is living elsewhere and say he or she is getting married and you're not able to even attend that wedding. Then someone can tell you, it's a shame, which means it's unfortunate. Okay. They're not trying to demean you in any way. Okay. They're not trying to put you down. They're just saying, it's unfortunate, but don't worry. Okay. Go ahead. Give me a sentence with that. It's a shame that I'm not able to travel much during the lockdown because I am an avid traveler. Okay, one example. Good, Adnan. It's a shame that I couldn't attend yesterday's class. Very good. Simple exam. It's unfortunate I could not. Okay. Jyotisha, very good. Darshan, it's a shame forgetting. No, it is not that meaning, Darshan. It's a shame of that I got low marks. No, I think you're saying you're feeling shameful, you're feeling ashamed. It does not mean that. Utkar, it's a shame that we are still importing, okay? But I hope you've used it in the context of it is unfortunate. So it is milder, okay? It is not so direct, okay? It's a shame that I was not able to attend a party. Good, Gagandeep, very simple, very nice, excellent, excellent. Great job. Tej, it's a shame. The visa still got rejected, which is a shame. Very good, Tej Singh. Very nice. That's simple, straightforward stuff. Well done, well done. Very good. So pretty advanced words today, but really interesting ones as well. Okay, okay. Perfect, perfect. So that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you everyone for attending. I will be talking about the advanced programs that we have, and many of you are already part of it. So this is not for you. In fact, I see some new students as well. Avinash, Janvi, all of you who have joined only yesterday, today morning. In fact, Sadhna, Azhar, right? So this is not for all of you. This is for the ones who have not enrolled, who want to know more about. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just tell you this in about 30-40 seconds, and then if you want to have a detailed discussion, you're most welcome to talk to the counselor. So what exactly happens here is you have four elements. One is fully recorded lessons, covering all the sections, done with a lot of detail and diligence. Next, daily live classes, weekdays for practice, weekends for concepts. Then you have 10 full and mock tests that are checked in detail, and then finally you have unlimited doubt clearance. Okay, so I'm just going to put the admissions form on the comments box. It is there on the live chat. It is there on the video description as well. All you have to do is fill the form. Our counselor will get in touch with you. You can discuss all your doubts, queries, how it will be useful to you, whether you have time or not, how much should you study, ask all your questions, doubts, get it clarified, have a proper strategy in your mind, and then you can get it. Okay, so on that note, thank you everyone for attending. Although this was a languorous Sunday morning, all of you participated very actively and kind of fought through this comparatively difficult passage. Okay, so take care. I'll see you in the next class. Until then, bye bye. Keep practicing.